Good evening and welcome back to Blissfully Mapping You. This video is to assist with gaining control over problem behaviors. In the past, we defined problem behaviors as behaviors that create negative outcomes, unwanted outcomes that happen in our lives, and we continue to do the behavior despite the negative effects. So, all the previous attempts that we made to control or stop the behavior have mostly failed. So, we want to look at this from a different perspective today by separating you from the behavior. This will help you understand that you can gain control over the problem by placing the behavior outside of you. Like a cup of water, you can fill the cup up with water and you can empty the water out of the cup. You physically have control over what happens to the cup. So the cup in this scenario is you and the water is the behavior. The addictive behavior and you are two separate entities. So, we can use whatever we have around the house that's soft and harmless, or we can go to the dollar store and buy a small soft ball. And what we want to do is we want to get something that we can use and touch. The object that we decide to use is now going to represent the behavior. Because remember, we took the behavior outside of ourselves. And we're actually going to give the object a name. You can name it the behavior. And I want you to talk to the ball and the object like it's the problem behavior and tell it what it destroyed and stole from your life. Then I want you to get a box or a bag and put whatever that ball is or soft object that you used. I want you to box it up or bag it up, right? And whenever you have this urge to do this specific behavior, I want you to take this ball or object out. I want you to feel it, squeeze it, touch it, talk to it. Try to release all those negative emotions that are surrounding that behavior. Now, put the behavior back in the bag or box, and I want you to slowly breathe in and out to the count of 5, 3 times. Breathe in and out. This is very slowly. Then hold your breath in to the count of 2 and relax. Next, focus the mind away from the ball or object by repeating a word or phrase that has intense positive meaning for you. You can either say it out loud or in your mind. Examples of some phrases would be chill out, relax, get out of your feelings, I'm in control of me. Words could be a child's name, love, peace, God, whatever you want it to be. Whatever helps bring you back to that positive emotion. This strategy is best performed alone while sitting down. You should practice this every day, preferably in the morning or at night. And don't forget to breathe. So remember, now when you put the object back in the box or the bag, after you told it all these things that it stole from your life, now you have to sit back and you have to relax. You have to breathe in to the count of 5, 3 times. And you can see how you can control your breathing, the lifting of your stomach and your diaphragm while you slowly breathe in and out. And I want you to practice saying that powerful, positive phrase to help yourself calm down. Whether that phrase is chill out and relax, get out of your feelings, slow down, over and over and over again in your mind or out verbally. Or you can say, God, God, God. Just relax and say, I'm at peace, I'm at peace, I'm at peace. And I want you to gain that control again. Now practice this every day. And especially when you have those emotions that are coming up, those negative emotions, those urges that you want to go do this behavior, I want you to really practice And I want you to bag that emotion up, box that emotion up, box that behavior up, call it a name because it's outside of who you are. Because remember, you love yourself and you're in control of you. And that emotion is outside of ourselves. And if it's outside of ourselves, we can touch it, we can feel it, we can control it, we can squeeze it, we can throw it away, and we can pick it back up. So it's always a choice that we make every single day. Do we go with that feeling? Do we go with that behavior? And do we live with those consequences that we really don't like? So it's a choice. And remember, we either choose to engage and do the behavior, or we choose not to, or we choose to do nothing. So these are choices. And I understand that sometimes it's very difficult trying to change. And this is why we have to always start with our mind. Because in our mind, if it's real and it's true and it's strong, and we believe it so, then it is so. But if we can change it in our mind and we can change it in our thoughts, then we can begin to see a change in our emotion, which eventually will change the behavior. So every day we got to try to do something to work on ourselves and those thoughts. Because remember, these thoughts that we have in our mind are thoughts that are created from our past, from our present, and for what we think about the future. So every past event that's ever happened to you in your life has helped to bring you to this point today where that behavior is there. And how you see that behavior is affected by past events, present events, and how you foresee your future. So if you can foresee your future without that behavior, you want to hold on to that. You want to write that down. This is what I want my life to look like, not what it is right now. And as long as you have that new story constructed, you can always work on changing the narrative day by day. Again, another helpful tip from SMS at Blissfully Mapping You. Take care. Bye bye.